And here it is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the Evolve Big Alpha from the perspective of yours truly. Run the title. Watch the ride. Greetings one and all, this is Rhythm Works and welcome to my channel with some Evolve Big Alpha gaming action. Here we go. We are loaded up in the lobby. And as you can see, there's 5 of us in there. And let me just pause the video right there. Okay, now as you can see, there are 4 classes and they're based on Assault, Trapper, Medic, and Support. I can say to you guys that I've played in the Assault class and I've played in the Medic class. I have not played the Trapper class, Support class, or indeed played as Goliath the Monster. But I've played enough to kind of know what the process is. From what I saw, I was pretty intrigued anyway. And another thing I like is the fact that when you play as in a particular class, it gives you like a very brief, short tutorial as to what you have in your loadouts and how best you can be an asset towards the collective of the team. And as you know, I'm a co-op player through and through. I love co-op. All right, let's fast forward this now. Real quick, I don't really want to bore you with inactivity right about now. Okay, let's rewind. So there you go. So as you can see, it shows you step by step and very quickly your loadouts, what you have. Very intuitive indeed.
Continue to press the fight with assault by using the personal shield. Wait until the monster
Just teaches you the basics and then you just gotta master the basics, you know what I mean? You know? Okay, so let's fast forward that because don't want to bore you with inactivity. So here we go into the cutscene. There we go, there's me on the right, getting ready to haul ass and kick ass. Okay, I'm gonna pause the screen right here again and just explain to you the icons that you can see at the bottom left and the bottom right hand corner. Now, on the bottom left, you can see the 4 classes by way of their representation with an icon. And on the right, you can see the loadout and the weaponry that you have in your particular class. And to press triangle is your primary weapon. To press circle is your secondary weapon. R1 in the case of the assault is your shield, and L1 is more or less the proximity mines. And what you will notice when the game progresses is that the mass that is taken up in each quadrant will go inward, and that represents the depletion of your ammo and or your health, knowing what you need to do in the event of someone's health running out really low really quick, or indeed your ammunition and your perks and your loadouts, because there is cooldown times for everything. It's kind of similar to Destiny, I find. But anyway, let's move on. And I think this was actually my very first game, my very first match. Now, what I didn't realize that gave me the ultimate status of a noob was I was thinking that Daisy, as you can see here, was the monster, because the objective is to capture the monster, to kill the monster before it reaches its 3rd stage of development. It goes through 3 stages, and if it reaches its 3rd stage, it will be as big and as powerful as it can get. And obviously from the first stage, it's pretty small and vulnerable. So I'm looking at Daisy thinking, is that the monster? Isn't that the monster? And it just wasn't making sense to me at this time. So I thought, well, there's only one way to find out. So I tried to kill his ass, or her ass. And I got to find out that Daisy was more or less Call of Duty's equivalent to Riley the dog. More or less. But I didn't know at this point. Because I was still trying to kill Daisy, the poor little thing. Even though you can see Goliath's footprints in blue that she's following. I'm sure I'm not the only person here that tried to kill Daisy to begin with. So don't go on like it's just me. So as you can see, the footprints were on the left hand side and the right hand side.
Shield almost out.
Daisy's just sniffing out. And I'm still trying to kill the poor animal, man, that's giving us an indication on where Goliath is. That's just the height of being ungrateful, man. As you can see, all the footprints highlighted in blue that will fade according to the length and the distance. Look. Daisy saying, what the fuck you shooting at me for, you stupid shit? I'm in the freaking same team. I can't be the only person. I cannot be the only person that tried to freaking maul Daisy's ass down, thinking that that was the monster. Oh boy. And there is the monster. So I learned pretty quick at what needed to be done. So let's cut into a game. No, in fact, let's not. I'm gonna cut into a game more or less at the end of the video, but I just want to give you my thoughts on the game. First of all, I think it's a neat game. I do think it's a neat game. I am a co-op fan. I love co-op gaming, and it is definitely a game to play with 5 of your friends. The matchmaking thing, you know, you just got to roll your dice and take your chances, because some gamers are just not cooperative gamers at all. They're very competitive. And I mean, my experience in Destiny so far has proved that a lot of competitive gamers just wants to get in, do the missions quick and fast as they possibly can. But they can't really do it by themselves, so they just need people to kind of take up space, which is not my MO of gaming at all. But it is a good game from what I've seen so far. My only criticism of the game is that I personally don't think it is going to be worth the £50, $60 price tag with it. I think people are going to get bored of it simply because it is a co-op. It's a co-op game. Most definitely. I'm still trying to shoot that. What am I trying to shoot? See, this is how dumb I am, man. There's the monster right up there, and I'm still trying to shoot Daisy's ass, man.
Okay, on the train gun.
But as you can see, Daisy was not harmed in the making of this video, because that creature's got some rhino butt. But yeah, I don't think it's worth the £50 or the $60 that 2K might tout as its price. But I do think it's a game that a lot of co-op gamers are gonna like playing. And there are situations where we obviously killed the monster and the monster whooped our ass. And it's nice to experience that balance, you know? Because at the time when we were more or less whooping the monster's ass, Goliath's ass, around 3 times, you can sense how bored people are gonna get with the game. But then when you meet up with a player that just knows how to navigate the map and get to stage 3 and take chunks of mountainside and whoop your ass with it, then it makes you want to go back in and kill Goliath on principle alone, which I think is the one thing that kind of draws you back into the game. But I do like playing the alpha so far. I don't know if there's going to be any other kind of modes. Is there going to be variations on the modes? I don't know. But the mechanics feels good. It's not that complicated. The game comes into its own when everyone plays as a team. I mean, I've had 2 games where 2 teammates just more or less fucked off, just left us to it, and just went about and done what they had to do. And I was the medic. You know, and then by the time I reached to where Goliath was, they both were dead. Which more or less proves at the end of the day, you know, you can't do your shit without me, man. If I'm the medic and you have to rely on me to save your ass, then stick with me, you know, hang back or something. But that's the only thing that kind of puts me off the game. But it's with any co-op game, really. It's just the way how certain gamers just want to do the shit by themselves and just have you as cannon fodder. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just not my way of playing co-op games at all. It can be very tiresome and cumbersome, to be honest with you. But it's the nature of the beast. You roll your dice and you take your chances. But let me just pause that and get into one of the quickest games I've ever had. Geronimo! Okay, here we go. Right, on this match, I've more or less got a grip as to what I need to do. And me being the assault guy, go-to guy for major pain. Just looking around, waiting for my teammates. Still waiting for my teammates. Starting to look around here. Getting eaten up by freaking carnivorous, extra large Venus flytraps, if you want to call them that. You see, and all the time it's giving you like little prompts and hints as to certain moves within your character before. I think it's pretty good. And obviously once you master them, you could just disable those prompts. Kick ass. As you can see, I'm not causing Daisy no harm, no stress. I know her role. Oh man. Oh, waiting for my teammates. Not even waiting for my teammates. They found Goliath. And those targets that you see laden on Goliath, those are the targets that was set by the medic. So the medic has a sniper rifle and tranquilizer guns to slow Goliath down, and it's up to us to hit those targets, and it will give us a prompt saying if we were right on target, if we do hit those targets. I'm down on the health, it's really, really low. Big revive. Not bad. It's not a bad game. It's not a bad game. It's not a bad game at all. It's different. It's one of the most different games that's come out on PlayStation so far.
Shield is up. Do not worry about me. Mr. Dark. Shield down.
But you can tell this was someone that obviously just got onto the alpha. This was one of the quickest matches I've ever played. This was more or less what, the third match. You know, and it can be as quick or as long as possible, really. And it's all depending on the skill set of you as a team or you as Goliath. And that's the good thing. Okay, let's go into my role as the medic real quick.
It's sort of nice. She probably would have spent her life barking at people. Now she
And as you can see, the camera pans over to me as the medic this time around.
Yeah, never thought of it. Whatever else.
Getting ready to do the drop
No,
in the
it's
drop
not.
zone. It'll be very interesting to see how the game looks playing as the monster. But if I get a chance to play as the monster, I will do a quick video on that. But even so far, not even playing as the monster, I'm still liking the feel of this game, most definitely. It's an interesting game.
There it is. Out of range. At least we know
Yes, I
where
can
it is.
see Goliath right there in the distance. I'm still a little way behind. Yeah, there's your ass. Yeah, there's your thick, scaly ass. Tranquilizer gun out. Slow mofo down. Oh shit. Whoever's shooting what that stuff is in his ass must be painful, man. That's not a good look, Goliath. Yeah, that must be the hunter's perk. The hunter's perk. just moving so quick I can't. Yeah. So all those targets that are laced on Goliath, those are what I'm shooting at. I'm just marking him with hit points for everybody else too. Hit him with. But like I said, there were some matches when the monster got to level 3, man, and just completely obliterated us. And you have to have that balance. You got to have that balance. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, you can't have a squad of 4 killing the monster all the time. You know, it's got to have some kind of balance. Haven't displayed it here at the minute, but trust me, there is a balance, because that monster can kick ass. But anyway, that's more or less it. And is with that, I'm gonna bid you guys adieu. If you've had the chance to play the alpha, I hope that you've enjoyed it so far. If not, try and get a code from somewhere. The alpha finishes tomorrow, and with that, let me know what you think of the game. Will it be on your purchase list this coming February? For me, if it gets a price drop, £40, yeah, I'll buy the game. But I don't think it's worth 50. I don't think it's worth £50. I don't think it's worth the £50, $60 price tag. Personally, I don't know. Let me know what you think anyway. Until such time, you know the coup. Whatever the format, whatever the console, whatever the media, whatever the game, whatever the genre, happy gaming, because that's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And I'll catch you on the next one. And until such time, Magan.